Welcome all my rubies, good to see you. If you're new here, welcome, good to see you. My name is Furo and you are onto Furo TV, and today is going to be a serious talk, just like you're seeing from the title. Yes, we have something serious to talk about. Yes, because this thing is something that I think Nigerian moms don't talk about these things enough, because when you go search on the internet about these things, you find out that there's only people that talk about it. We don't talk about it, and I must say our experience is really peculiar to us. I feel as a Nigerian, what we go through is different from what the Igbo people go through. So I feel we should be sharing our own experiences, but I'm not seeing these things enough, so I just thought I should share my own experience of my first time being a mom. Yes! Hi guys, so this video was in collaboration with bellapreshtv. Yes, bellapreshtv is a YouTuber. Yeah, she's amazing. She's an amazing lady, guys. So I want to use this medium to say to her, so thank you so much for letting this collaboration happen. Guys, please go support her, go subscribe to her channel, and please watch her video on her experience of being a first time mom. And thank you so much, I appreciate you guys. So without further ado, let's get into the video. I'm going to be sharing with you my experience of being a first time mom. Now let's rewind. So I was that child that was in school, but I was not ready to go back home after my graduation. My plans were not to go back home. I had two plans: either getting a job in the oil and gas sector, or just getting married. And it was close to graduation. In case you don't know, I graduated from the University of Port Harcourt, and I read geology. So I had this big plan of working in an oil and gas sector, which is everybody's dream in Port Harcourt. Bros, pop the question. I was like, okay, no problem. We did the do, and then we got married. Now, baby was the last thing on our mind. I remember when we were cutting, we just agreed that we're going to have two kids, a boy and a girl. God blesses us, but we didn't plan that it was going to come immediately. That was not what we planned. So what happened was, we went, party after party, party after party. So we went to do our wedding. After our reception, we went for the party after party. Guys, you don't even want to know what happened. You don't want to know, so just leave it for Livanos. You don't want to know. So after the whole party, we've gone back to our lives, and then one day I felt like this discharge in my coochie. So I was like, let me just go to the hospital, by series of tests. So it happens that Yage was pregnant. Yes, I was pregnant all along, but I didn't know I was pregnant. Oh my god. I came back, told Oga was a bit all over the place. He didn't even know what he was going to feel. All he asked me was, what are we going to do? I was as clueless as I was so clueless. I won't lie, I was clueless. I didn't know what to do. So I really have a good relationship with my mother-in-law. So I called her and I said to her, Mommy, that's what I call her. So I was like, Mommy, I am pregnant. She was like, hey, you know how mother-in-laws are. She was really excited, and she was like, at this point I was 3 months gone, and she was like, I should go register for antenatal. How many weeks did the doctor say I was? I told her, and then she said, you will do enough for me to register for antenatal. So I registered for antenatal. I started going for antenatal. When other people will be learning, I was busy chopping. All I was doing was chopping, because on per second billing, their girl was hungry. Your girl was always hungry. So I was chopping, so I didn't learn nothing. I did not learn nothing, because all the things I was learning was going with different snack. And if you have ever been in antenatal in Nigeria, you will understand what I'm talking about, because those people were made from the pit of hell. All they will be supplying you is food for you to grow fat. Fast forward to throughout the journey, I had sleepless night. I couldn't lie down. My tummy was paining me. My baby was big. Sometimes I can't even lie down on my back or my side. I have to sit down all through the night. Oh, sometimes different kind of feelings. Sometimes I can't eat. Sometimes all I want is smell. Like I want to stay close to the toilet and let the toilet be smelling me. So if the toilet is not smelling, I'm going to look for where it's smelling better. So I'll just go to the compound soccer pit and sit down there. Dustbin although was just my best friend. If I'm passing close to a dustbin, hallelujah, hey. But those things were so embarrassing to me because I couldn't tell my husband, like, who does that? Who feels good when you are passing by a dustbin and you're feeling good? Like, it looks embarrassing. I was just managing to manage myself throughout the process. I had different cravings. I didn't know what was going on with me. Sometimes I'll just think like, am I okay? Am I mentally okay? Sis, you are mentally okay. It's pregnancy that is causing it. Okay, you'll be fine. Sometimes. So fast forward to when show came, I didn't even know what was show that. When you're ready to have a baby, that you might have this water rush out from your coochie, and it means you're ready to have a baby or your baby is about to come. So it's like a sign. Took my bath because I wasn't feeling anything. So I went home, took my bath, get ready, pack my stuff because I already packed my hospital bag at this point. And then I put them in my bag in the car, and then we went to the hospital. And then we stayed there 2 hours, 24 hours. Labor was so painful. Not 24 hours, but we stayed there like 9 hours. This thing was not coming forth. I was so much in pain. So much in pain that I had to tell the doctor, is there something else we can do? And doctor was like, yeah, there's C-section option, there's this option, there's that. So it's either you wait until you get your labor comes and then you have a baby through the vagina, or you do a C-section. The thought of the vaginal delivery alone, I couldn't comprehend it because I was like, my coochie that is just this small, how will this big head baby that I'm seeing people carry come out? Hey God. So I asked her, what does C-section? Then I was not Google savvy. I won't lie. I wasn't Google savvy, so I wasn't going to Google anything on Google. I was not Googling anything. So everything I knew was from the information I had known from my parents, or from the information my mother-in-law gave me, or from the information I got from the hospital. I asked the doctor, he told me everything about C-section. So C-section looked like it for me. Because if you open my belly now, you go be bring out big picking, but from my coochie, I go be. So I told the doctor, like, I'm tired of this pain. Take this thing out of me. I want this thing out of me. Then it wasn't even my child, it was just a thing. So I wanted this thing out of me because I wanted this pain to be gone as fast as possible. But little did I know that in Nigeria, the shaming, people will shame you for having a child through CS. I was unaware. That is another video of its own. I was so unaware of the taboo that C-section was. So the doctor asked me, you really want to have a child through CS? You can wait a bit, you're dilating. I just did this taking slowly, and he said he was going to give me, I think, oxytocin. Then I started regretting. I said I wish I would have had patience. But I did, and I was not somebody that was going to come and regret for anything. If I do something, I own it and move on. I don't regret. That has been my life. So the journey has started. Baby has arrived. So what are we going to do from this point? So first of all, we didn't go home when we were supposed to go because I did C-section. So I was supposed to stay extra. So my C-section had to heal. You have to heal to a point where they feel it's comfortable for me to go home. Apart from that one, my baby had jaundice. So jaundice is that it's not really an infection, or it's not really like a disease. His eyes yellow and then their skin gets yellow, and so you have to stay back in the clinic. So I had to stay back in the clinic for them to take care of my baby. That was where my hyperness started. I was so afraid. What's wrong with my baby? What is jaundice? I've never heard of jaundice. I've never googled about jaundice before. That was my first time. I was so anxious to know that I just wanted to go home with my baby. Like, I hope my baby is going to be fine. I don't want all this thing you guys are talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. And when it got so scary was when they now brought wool. They were using wool because they used like one kind of glass to put on the baby's eyes, but the baby was taking it out, so they put like wool, like gauze across the baby's. So they put the wool, and then they put the baby in the lights inside a box where they have these blue lights, and they put the baby in there, and this is going to help speedy the baby's recovery. So we have to stay extra more than usual in the hospital for this baby to be cured of this jaundice that the baby had, which I think is not an infection. It's common with Nigerian babies. So in case you're a new mom and then your child has jaundice, don't panic. Calm down. It's okay. It's going to wear off. Just make sure you follow the rules and the regulations that your pediatrician or the doctors, whoever that's attending to you, is giving to you. It's going to wear off. Don't panic. Calm down. Because I was freaking out when they put my baby in that light and then covered my baby's eye with gauze. I was like, what's this? It looked so scary to me that I was freaking out. I was totally freaking out. Luckily for us, after a few days, they discharged us. Jaundice is gone or is down, and then we got home and they told us to always put the baby on under early morning sun, which is what we did. And I think they asked me to give the baby breast milk, a lot of breast milk, so that is going to help clear the baby of the jaundice completely. So which I did, and my baby was fine. Next was breastfeeding. Breastfeeding was so difficult. Yes, it was so difficult because my breast was not lactating. I was not lactating at the beginning, and I was given different things to drink, pap, anything that is milky can help. Yes, it really helped me. So I was taking pap and milk, kunu. I was taking different things, and finally breast milk started lactate. And then cracked nipple started. Yes, cracked nipple is when you have like sore around your nipple. It's so painful. So for me, it was so painful breastfeeding baby because of the cracked nipple. I was so in pain. I was so in pain. Like, I couldn't just comprehend it. Like, sometimes the baby is sucking on the breast. I was crying. I was literally closing my eyes like this and holding my chest because it was so painful that I'm someone that endures things a lot. So I was just enduring because I felt it was a normal thing to do, that I have to breastfeed the baby, because I'm so that kind of person. I'm a perfectionist. So let's say, is that the right word? Perfectionist? No. But let me explain what I meant. I was that kind of person that if you give me something to do, if you give me a responsibility to carry out, I want to carry it out to the latter. Like, I'm not that kind of person that wants to do something half and half. I want to do it fully, that when you come and say, oh, you did this thing, yes, you did it, and you did it correctly. So when I was pregnant, or when I saw my baby, I felt it was God's responsibility for me. So I felt like God has given me a responsibility, so I wanted to carry it to the latter. I felt having this child and taking care of this child and protecting this child and making sure that this child is fine was my responsibility as a human being that God has given me. That if God didn't give me, I didn't see this child as my child. I felt like I was just a megad, a guidance, a security person over this child. I felt like God has given me this child to take care of, so I have to do it. So breastfeeding this child, because I had this thing in my mind like that, I was breastfeeding this child in pain. So I'll just put my breast. It is so freaking painful, and then I'm going to just hold my chest like this and close my eyes, and I'm so pained. I wasn't telling anybody. I didn't say a word to anybody. I was just enduring this pain, and baby will suck and one thing you have to know, that newborns can just stay in your breast for 1 hour without giving you a break. And I was so painful that when I can't bear the pain anymore, I'll just drag out my stuff from the baby's mouth, and then I'll rest a bit, I'll put it. I was so tired. It was so painful, so I had to speak up. I think I think my mother-in-law and auntie came and saw me like that. So she told me, she asked me if I was going through pains. I said yes. And then she said to me, why didn't you say to anybody? I was like, so at this point she had already figured out. So she told my mother-in-law, she told my husband, and then my husband was like, okay, what are we going to do? My mother-in-law said that we're just going to put Vaseline on the nipple and it's going to be fine. And to me, I felt like Vaseline was not okay for my baby, because my baby is going to lactate on the on the breast, and then I'll put Vaseline, and it means my baby is going to eat Vaseline, and Vaseline is not something that we should be eating. So I refused to put Vaseline. I was that obsessed with my baby. Yes. So I refused to put Vaseline. I told my husband I need to see my pediatrician. I called and booked an appointment, and I went to see my pediatrician, and she gave me something I was going to put on my boobs. And I was like, I hope this thing is good. It's not like Vaseline. It's good for my baby. And she said it's okay, that baby can eat it, that it was not going to harm baby. And once I put this thing in 2 days, 2 days was too much. Almost immediately, I felt so good. I felt better. I wasn't now in struggle. Then the next struggle with breastfeeding I had was my nipples were so flat. It was so flat that baby couldn't grab it enough. So baby was always crying because the nipple was always falling out of baby's mouth. That was another problem. And then I was told to start, playing with the nipple, so I started pressing and dragging it. Hopstar was even among the dragging ministry. Hopstar turned into a baby sucking boobs with breast milk just for nipple to come out. Finally, we got nipple out, and baby was happy to latch on the breast, and she was enjoying herself. So if you're in this phase, you're struggling with breastfeeding, talk to your pediatrician. Don't keep quiet. I did a lot of keeping quiet. Probably I'll do a video on some of the mistakes I made as a first-time mom. So that was it. So try to speak up if something is worrying you as a first-time mom. Something is paining you, it's okay to ask. It's okay. It's good for you to have your pediatrician's number, your doctor's number, the hospital's number, a doctor friend's number that you can call. If you don't have medical personnel, relatives around you, just have a number that you can call to always ask. Another thing I would advise first-time mom, try to join communities. When I had my baby, there were no communities of new moms, or probably if they were, I was not aware of it. So the only new mom community I was into was the one I formed. When I meet the new mom in antenatal in the clinic. But apart from that, I didn't have any forum where I can learn. So it was really difficult for me. Another thing that disturbed me as a first-time mom was baby girl life. I was still full with this baby girl life that breastfeeding my baby in public was a problem. It was a problem. In fact, at a point, people were actually asking me if you know Nigerians. If I go to church and I'm bringing bottle to feed my child, because I started feeding my child bottle from day one. I did not do all those 6 months, whatever. I didn't do it because I wasn't lactating properly, and my baby needed to eat. So I bought SMA Gold. Now they have infra meal, they have different meal, but then for me it was SMA Gold. So I bought SMA Gold, and then I was feeding my baby with SMA Gold. So baby girl life was disturbing me that I refused to feed my baby in public with my bruise. I was giving my baby milk. Yes, and a lot of people were asking me, are you sure you're the one that gave birth to this child? Are you sure you're the one that gave birth to this child? Are you giving the baby milk? Oh, Nigerians, they have a lot of things to say. Don't let it get to you. Do you, boo? Do you? Yeah, I had that mentality of doing me already before I had my baby. So when they were saying all those things, you don't even concern me. I dey feed my baby. If he pain you, come collect the bottle. Even the ones that had the guts to collect the bottle, they collect, then go. I get on that bottle, I feed my baby until I started getting comfortable with feeding my baby in public. I bought the flannel to cover myself and my baby. That's when I started feeding my baby in public. So take your time. Take your time. Anyone that is not comfortable, that is really hard for you, don't stress yourself. Don't feel like you're a bad mom or you're a wicked person. Take your time. Enjoy the process. The next thing I went through was, people call it postpartum depression. For me, it wasn't postpartum depression, because when I hear people this, they say it felt like I should just throw away my baby. It felt like somebody should just take this baby, away from me. That's what they call postpartum depression. For me, I really don't understand or relate when people say that. So I don't relate when somebody say I felt like throwing away my child, I felt like doing this. I don't relate, but I don't still judge you. I just like, that's your own. So for me, I didn't go through postpartum depression that kind of way. The way I went through postpartum depression was, I wanted to put up my baby. I thought I was the only one that would be able to take care of my baby the way I want. I didn't want anybody to take care of my baby. Just stay on your own. If my baby was going to be awake all night, no problem, let's be awake together. If my baby wanted me to carry her and walk around Port Harcourt, let's go together. I am fine. I was that hyper, like I'll call it hyper. My aunties, my every relative that were just there taking care of me were not doing enough in my eyes. I felt like they can't even take care of baby. But these people, they've had experience of years. They've had grown-up kids. Imagine someone like my mother, my husband's mother was there, and I was still trying to feel like this woman does not know what she's doing. I was the only one that knew everything. So that was how my own postpartum depression worried me. And I remember like sleeping during the middle of the night. I would just close my eyes and then I would jump on my baby. Is she fine? Did she fell off from the bed? Oh my God, Jesus! I was that hyper until I think I had migraine, serious migraine, and I had to see the doctor. And I knew that it was time for me to pause, and the doctor talked to me, and then the doctor counseled me. The doctor was like, everything happens to you now, life will continue, so take care of you. So that was why I stepped back a bit. So for my second case, it was now difficult. It was not easier for me to handle them. I planned it, because my first baby, I did not plan it, it just came, and then we grew into the process. For my second kid, I planned it, I prepared myself, I was more equipped, because look, first babies are like crash course. I told you what's going to happen, no manual, it just comes big base, and then you fall down and you're like, oh, okay, I'm out. Oh, what's going on? What's the next phase now? And guys, look, delegate responsibilities. Delegate, don't be there be doing that. Now my baby, no, let me go bath am, let me go brush am. Delegate responsibilities and supervise. So if you have a baby and you feel you need to sleep, please give your baby to somebody else to take care of, and take a good nap, sister. Take a nap. Just know that you need to calm down. You need to calm down, because you will go crazy. You will go crazy. Being a first-time mom is not easy. If you're a first-time mom, just take it easy with yourself. In case your child has jaundice, just know that jaundice is not a death sentence. It's a very minor infection, and your baby is going to be fine before you know it. So just be open, ask questions. So if you have any questions about being a first-time mom that you want to ask that I did not cover in this video, please put in the comment section. I'll be glad to answer you. This video once again was done with bellapreshtv. It's a collaboration video. She also shared what being a first-time mom meant to her, or how the process of her first-time mom was, just like me. Please go check her out, bellapreshtv. I'm going to be putting her channel in the description box. Please check her out. So thank you so much for watching this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up, share it. This video is a resource for all first-time moms, so please share this video too. And until I see you in another video, bye bye.